So it's been a minute. It's been a while. Been a few years. Um, I started podcast having a conversation with myself like 2 years ago. Nah, it was more like 3 years ago. 2022. And to be honest, I didn't know what to talk about. I named the podcast Activated Creative, and I wasn't necessarily sure of like what my roadmap was. I I just wanted to have conversation. I wanted to learn something. And whether that was learning from myself or learning from other people, I just wanted to have a conversation. And I think I got into it for the wrong reasons. And I think I started kind of doing this thing for the wrong reasons. And I think it was easy to tell. I think it was very easy for me to be just kind of caught up in, the glamorous part of having a podcast. Like, man, I could create an audience based on just talking and having conversations. I can, I don't know, like seem more important than how important I really am. That sounds crazy, but yeah, I think I was just doing it for the wrong reasons, and it didn't last at all. I did 2 episodes. One was kind of like the very first episode was kind of like a mission statement. It was like me talking to myself and to anybody that wanted to, you know, start this journey with me, kind of like a mission statement. And it was cool, but it was a little too polished. It was a little too formal, and I set the bar like really high for just starting out and trying to get something running, and didn't realize what I was really doing to myself in that sense. So I kind of put too much pressure on myself, and I ended up doing things for the wrong reasons, and getting in my head and getting upset and just overwhelmed with trying to do too much at one time instead of just getting started and failing faster. Because I think that's the key, is to like fail and fail as quick as you can, especially when no one's really watching, kind of just get all the cringiness and the, shake the rust off and like get acclimated to what I plan on doing going forward. And here I am more than 3 years later, probably like 3 years and like 6 months, 7 months later, man, I'm finally getting back to it and trying to revamp, relaunch this experience, and even still, I kind of don't know how to go about it, but I think I'm doing now what I should have done back then, and kind of just being a little bit more vulnerable, less polished, and just honest with myself about who I am and what I'm interested in doing or learning. And it's crazy that it's been 3 years since that time, and I've been busy with other things in life, and it's just crazy for it to come to this point where, I mean, I'm in a much better place in life, and I feel like mentally I have more clarity, and I just feel more motivated and ambitious than ever before. So maybe it's good timing. It's the right time. And, whether you choose to believe in God or any other type of religion or just believing in yourself, I really think, you know, I really think someone's watching out for me and somebody's really guiding my steps. And that's what I believe in. I really think that I've been blessed to hit a turn, and that turn was a no. That turn was failure to be as simply put as I can. It wasn't a wall, it was just a turn. And it was sending me in a different direction to do other things, to experiment, to get my head clear and get myself together, get some experience in life, and really get myself to a better place in life. And if anybody watched the first episode and you're watching this now, I think you could probably agree, like, I'm definitely in a much better space. And I'm very grateful for that. And this is going to be the more raw, uncut, unpolished version of me, the more genuine me, the more 100% me, rather than, all done up and ready for lights, camera, action. I got a simple setup. I got a simple goal, and I'm just here to have conversation. And I've realized just through conversations, simple conversations with myself, people close to me, even people that I don't know as well, I unlock a lot of things where I'm like, I didn't think about life in that aspect before. I didn't see things through that perspective before. And I think that's what really being creative and being an activated creative is more so about, because it's like, when you find yourself in a tough spot, you find yourself doubting yourself or just being in your own way or believing what other people say rather than believing in yourself. It's easy to get sidetracked. It's easy to just go with the flow and be a part of the crowd and just blend in. But being creative, it's much more than being an artist or being somebody who can make music or dance or draw or produce something. I think being creative is more about going outside the norm and not going with the flow. Instead, you choose to pick something up or utilize your previous skill sets in a different manner that just it's not in any type of framework, and it's not necessarily following a blueprint, but more of like channeling a certain type of spirit. I've read in a book, it's like channeling a creative spirit, being a clean vessel, an instrument to have these ideas and these different waves and energies flow through you so that you can get to where you need to be and create the life that you need to through these ideas and these creative aspects. And I think I'm just finally realizing what that really is, instead of just being like, man, I need to just work harder. I mean, how vague of a statement is just work harder? Just write more, just practice more, just do more, just be better. It's so vague, and it's like, I don't even know. It's just, it's kind of an easy way to drive yourself insane and have your head down for much longer than what you should. So instead, I think it's a little bit more of looking within yourself and, like I said, being a clean vessel for that creative spirit to come through and just really propel you into a direction that you never thought could be possible. And, there's no rules in life for the most part. I'm not trying to be crazy or say there's no rules in life and it's just anarchy and you should just do whatever you want to do. And, you know, but I mean, life is just subjective. Is that the right word? Subjective. It's it's what you make it. It's how you perceive it. It can be perceived differently by different people at different times in their lives, and you just use it for what you need to, and you keep moving on with life. And that whole perspective of being creative, just going outside the norm and creating from within. Now it's cool to be inspired. Like, I'm not saying, you know, close your eyes, don't look at nothing. Don't look at nothing. Just do it yourself. No, like, inspiration is key, definitely. But as far as like believing in yourself, and if you got a quote unquote crazy idea or some off the wall idea, it just might work. It just might carry you to a place that you've never been before. It might put you in a room that you've never been in before. It might get you talking to somebody you've never imagined you'd be sitting next to or talking to. And it just might get you a life that you really can be proud of, and just be impressed by yourself. Like, man, I made that happen. Like, that's crazy. But that's where I really believe that age old saying of life is what you make it. It is what you make it. I probably said that before in the first video, the first episode of this podcast, and I still believe it to be true. Life is what you make it, and you just got to get to making. Get while the getting's good. All those sayings really do shine a different light on life when you just clear your head and just become just focused, just really honed in on what it is your purpose is and how you're supposed to be going about things. That discipline, doing what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, when you should be doing it, all the time, regardless of how people perceive you and think like, man, it'd be better if he just went with the flow. If he just went with the flow and he was like, or she, or whatever, like, boys and girls alike, if they just look at you like, I wish they would just go with the flow. Why do they make things so hard on themselves? Why do they want to do this crazy idea? Why are they always drawing? Why are they always singing? Why are they always trying to make a beat? Or even to break it down more simply put, and just being like, why is that person starting that business? Wouldn't it be better to just go get a job? Wouldn't it be easier to just go get a job and file taxes and clock in, clock out, and go to work, come home, and that's it? Wouldn't it just be easier? Wouldn't it just be more simple if you just did that? What is the point in chasing after these visions or these ideas or aspirations that you have? And it's, I think to somebody who's not actively creating or being creative in their life, it's difficult to explain that to them without sounding crazy or without coming off as pretentious even. Like, oh, you think you better than me? Like, nah, but I'm better than this version of myself. I know that there's more that I can reach for. I know that that I believe in myself, and that I can go for more. I can last more rounds. I can get better, get faster, stronger, smarter, more intellectual, more well-spoken. I'm even noticing right now, just being more clear-headed, that I've barely said or like or any of those other things that are bridges in conversation. And I don't even think it's necessarily because I've been talking to more people or having more conversations with the same people, but it's just this clarity that's come over me of like there's a like but it's this clarity that's come over me of just that purpose that just that path has been illuminated, and it's there. I can see it. I don't have to run to it. It's there. And as long as I stay committed and disciplined, that path will always be illuminated. I just need to take those steps. I don't have to rush. I can just be perfectly flawed in every way. I can be as vulnerable as I need to be. I can be as honest as I need to be. I can be as, protective of myself and my ideas and who I necessarily let into my circle. It's okay. But yeah, I think being actively creative in your pursuit of your life's goals and just how you envision yourself to be is extremely possible. And it just comes with some things, just having clarity, having discipline, and being fearless. Being fearless it's not one of those things to where you deny that there's real danger out in the world, because danger and fear, as I've come to learn, is two different things. Like, danger is real. There's real danger in the world. There's real things that are dangerous for your health, for your well-being, for your climb to success. There's real danger in the world. But fear is something that is just built inside of us because we just don't know. We don't have the answer. It's the unknown. It's the not knowing is what I'm afraid of. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if anyone's going to resonate with what I'm saying. I don't know if anyone's going to show up tomorrow. I don't know. That's fear, not knowing. So I'm trying to be on the other side of fear, being fearless, being more accepting that, you know what, there is an unknown. There is an unknown part of life, and that's okay. A lot of beauty comes from the unknown. A lot of excitement and success comes from venturing into the unknown and just being like, you know what? I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just go for it. And, if I need to apologize later for whatever, I'll apologize later. I'll ask for forgiveness later. Right now, I have to just go. Right now, I have to just be.